So what we're going to need is a measuring tape, a 4mm hook, and some piece of wool. So we are going to start off by making this shape. We are going to make this shape. So I'm going to show you how we are going to do it. So what we are going to do is we have, as you can see, we have 18 centimeters of this part. So we are going to need the other 18 centimeters of the very same part, which means our under bust is 18 centimeters times 2, which is 36 centimeters. So we are going to start off by making a knot like that. And then putting in your 4mm hook, and then we are going to make stitches that are going to make 18 centimeters. So let's go. So let's keep checking on how far we are. We are on 11 centimeters. We are just on 11 centimeters. So 7 centimeters to go. Just going to keep on making the stitches. I lost count, but if you need the number of stitches, then I'll write them for you. So there we go, we are on 16 centimeters, and now let's keep going until we get to our 18 centimeters. I think it's just going to need 5 stitches. Let's measure again. There we go. Now we have our 18 centimeters. So we can put the tape aside, and then we're going to start our project by, when you get here, you're just going to have to make 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3 stitches, and then yarn over like that and pull through the 4th stitch, and over like that, yarn over, pull through 2, and then pull through another 2. We are making a double crochet for the whole project. So we're going to make double crochets like that. I'm going to make double crochets like that until we get to the end of these stitches. I'm going to keep on making double crochets like that. And yeah, I think I have a video where I'm demonstrating double crochets for beginners, but also you can slow down this video just to check on how I'm still making my double crochets. So we're going to keep on doing that until we get to this end. So I'll do it off camera and then I will come back. So we have reached our the end of our row. We are left with only 2 stitches. So I'm going to make the double crochets so you see how I'm going to end this row. So I'm going to put in like that, make a double stitch, and then make a double stitch again into the last row. The last stitch, into the last stitch like that, and then we're going to crochet 3 stitches to 10 our work. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 10 our work. So we are going to start decreasing. So to decrease, we are going to yarn over like that, put through a stitch, pull through and pull through 2 again, like that, and then yarn over again through a stitch, pull. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 stitches. So we are going to pull through 2 and then pull through 3 of them, and then we are going to just continue into making double crochets into each and every stitch until we have the last 2 stitches, and then I will show you how we are going to decrease again. So keep on doing those double crochets until you have the last 2 stitches on this row, and then we will meet when we get there. So now that we have our last 2 crochets, stitches, 1, 2 stitches, we're going to yarn over like that, put through a stitch, pull through like that, pull through 2, and then yarn over again through a stitch, pull and pull through 2 and pull through 3 of them. So it's basically the same thing that we did at this end. We're going to do it at this end as well. So to start our third row, we are still going to make 3 stitches like that, turn our work, yarn over, put through a stitch, pull through 2, yarn over again, pull through a stitch, pull through 2 and pull through 3, and then start making your single crochets into each and every stitch. Double crochets into your stitches. So we are going to do this very row, we are going to treat it the way we treated the row 2. So what we are going to do is repeat row 2 until we get to 15 rows. So I think you and I will meet when we get to the end of this row, and then after that we'll meet by the end of when we get to, not by the end of, when we get to the row 15, and then I'll show you how you'll be doing the other rows. So we have our last 2 stitches. We have our last 2 stitches. We are going to decrease as we did in row 3, doing the yarning over 2, yarn over, pulling through a stitch, pull through 2 and pull through 3. So we are going to repeat this, decreasing on this side and decreasing on this side until we achieve this, until we achieve this. So we're going to do that until we get here, which is 15 rows from here to there. So we'll meet after making the 15 rows. So we have now come to the end of our row 15. So this is how our project looks like so far. This is how our project looks like. So what we are going to do from here is make this string. You're going to have to make this string attached like that. So what we are going to do is make stitches, 100 stitches. So let's start by making 100 stitches. We'll be counting 3, here. So here are our 100 stitches. Here are our 100 stitches. So what we are basically going to do is we're going to need 1, which makes our 101 stitches. And then we're going to skip that 1 stitch and make a single crochet into the 100th stitch, and then keep going down with your single crochets. So we are going to be doing these single crochets until we get next to our 15th row. So we're going to go down like that with single crochets, down like that with single crochets. So we are going to do that until we get here, and then we'll meet here. We'll meet here. Let me quickly make the single crochets and then let's meet there. So we have come to the end of the stitches. What we are going to do is go into that last stitch with a single stitch, and then we go into that 1 stitch that was left here with a slip stitch. And then now what we are going to do is make single stitches on this side up to the end of this. So we're just going to be going into a single stitch like that, single stitches, just to make the edge fine. Just create your own crocheting space wherever there's space, just put a single crochet over there, and be aware not to make too many of them. Wherever there is space, go into single stitches, use single stitches like that until you get to the end here where we had our first row. So let's do that, and then we'll meet at the end of this edge. So now we are finally at the end of the edge, so we are going to go into that with a single stitch like that into the last one. So this is how it's going to look like. As you have noticed that I had already done the other part, so what we are going to do is put that together. So we are going to be knitting on this part just so that it becomes. So just to finish off, we are going to have to put these two together, and I'll show you how we are going to do it. We're going to make it stylish, and we will see how we put it together, because we have to put it together. Now this is how it looks so far, separate, but we're going to put it together like that. Yeah, so let's get to it. So we are going to have to secure this. I don't know where my scissors are, so I'll just use my hand. I just use my hand like that because I don't know where I put my scissors. So this is how we are going to end it, just like that, and it's secure. So we are going to have to work on our under bust. Our under bust, we're going to have to work on our under bust so that we can also be able to tie it at the back and tie it here as well. So I'm going to show you how we are going to do it. I've decided to incorporate our white wool. It's going to be our under bust, and I'll be putting red again. So what we are going to do is double the wool. As you have seen, I've been doubling the wool in my project. Make a knot and make those 100 stitches. You're going to make those 100 stitches. So, well, let's meet when I'm done with my 100 stitches. So I'm done with my 100 stitches. There we have them. So we are going to attach them to the first panel like that with a single stitch. So we are going to be doing single stitches until we get here. So I'll show you how we are going to do it. Let me just pass the wool to the side. Word. Yeah. So we are going to be making single stitches like that. Single stitch. Do note that I'm also hiding this wool that's left like that for tidiness. So we are going to go into those like that with single stitches, single stitch into every stitch, single crochet. Why am I still saying single stitch? We're going to go into those with single crochets. We're going to be making single crochets until we get to the end there. So let's keep going. So wherever you come across an untidy wool, just put it under your stitch. It will also help you to reduce the time that you'll be cutting and weaving in, and yeah, makes your work tidy. Makes your work tidy and decreases the time of which you'll be using just to be making your work neat. Oh my word. Yeah, we are almost at the edge there. We're almost at the edge there. So I'll show you what we are going to do. Instead of putting them together, we are going to make them in a stylish way. We're going to make it in a stylish way. Let me just finish off this and then I'll just show you. I'm just so in a hurry to show you, but we'll get there. 3 stitches left. And one last. And there. So when we arrive here, we're going to make 50 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll meet when we get to 50. So we have made our 50 stitches like that. So we are going to turn our work, make one stitch, and then continue making single crochets into each stitch. Single crochets into each stitch. Oh my word. Single crochets into each stitch. Like that. So this will be putting a single crochet into each stitch from here to there. As you can remember, we have our 100 stitches this side into each stitch, and then when we get here we'll be knitting into each single crochet, and then we'll meet when we get here. So we have come to the end of this first row. We're going to go into the last one like that. Leave these two and then incorporate the red wool like that. Pull through 2 of them like that, and then crochet 1 and turn your work. So we are going to put this under just to secure our work and also to hide it so that it does not become careless. So we are going to go into a first stitch like that with a single stitch, still putting that under like that. Single stitches, single stitches like that. And now that it's secure, we can put it outside and continue making single stitches into single crochets into each and every single crochet like that until we get here, and then I'll show you what we're going to do when we get here. So I'm done making single stitches. I just ended it here. So these 2 last stitches I made slip stitches. So this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. So we are going to do the same on this other part, and then I'll come back when I'm done, and this looks exactly like this. So yeah, so we are done, and this is how our bikini looks like. So what we are going to do is tie it here like that. So yeah, this is how it looks like. I'm going to tie it here as well. So this is how our bikini looks like. So I'm going to wear it for you just so that you can see how nice it is. And I'd also like to take this moment to thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you subscribe, I hope you like, I hope you'll comment, and yeah, please help me grow my channel. Thank you very much for reaching this far. So yeah, I'm going to wear it right now and then see how it looks like. Yeah.